Japan is a land of contrasts where neon-lit streets meet centuries-old shrines, and snow-capped peaks rise above calm, glassy seas. Beyond Tokyo lies a world shaped by tradition, nature, and quiet moments of beauty. This journey takes us across islands and seasons, through bustling markets and silent forests, to discover the spirit of Japan in its truest form. From the whisper of wind in bamboo groves to the hum of trains gliding into country stations, each step reveals a new layer of life here. Our path winds from the mountains of Hokkaido to the shores of Okinawa, through sacred gates, castle walls, and villages that seem untouched by time. This is Japan seen not in a rush, but in moments. Welcome to Beyond Tokyo. Discover Japan's true wonders. Yamanashi Prefecture, in central Honshu, is surrounded by mountains, including Japan's highest Mount Fuji. The northern base of Mount Fuji is home to 5 scenic lakes, ideal for photography, boating, and seasonal festivals. A designated National Scenic Beauty Spot, the gorge features granite cliffs, waterfalls, and hiking trails through lush landscapes. Yamanashi is Japan's leading wine region, producing the distinctive Koshu varietal. Vineyards here date back to the late 19th century. Hot spring resorts, such as those in Isawa and Kawaguchiko, offer relaxation with views of Mount Fuji. Takeda Shrine honors the samurai warlord Takeda Shingen, an important figure in the Sengoku period. From peach blossom festivals in spring to snow-covered landscapes in winter, Yamanashi's scenery changes dramatically with the seasons. Mount Fuji, or Fuji-san, rises 3,776 meters above sea level, making it Japan's highest peak. Located on Honshu's border between Yamanashi and Shizuoka prefectures, it is an active stratovolcano, last erupting in 1707. Revered in Shintoism and Buddhism, Mount Fuji has inspired countless works of art, literature, and poetry. It is a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site, recognized for its spiritual and artistic value. There are 4 main trails to the summit: Yoshida, Tsubashiri, Gotemba, and Fujinamiya, open from early July to early September. Over 300,000 climbers make the ascent annually. The lakes Kawaguchi, Yamanaka, Sai, Shoji, and Motosu offer some of the best vantage points for photography, especially during cherry blossom season or with winter snowcap. Senjen shrines at the base of Mount Fuji have served for centuries as starting points for pilgrimages to the summit. While dormant for over 300 years, Fuji remains closely monitored for seismic activity due to its potential impact on surrounding regions. In winter, Fuji's slopes are covered in pristine snow. In summer, alpine flora blooms along the trails, creating a stark yet beautiful contrast. Yokohama, in Kanagawa Prefecture, is Japan's second largest city and one of its most important ports, having opened to foreign trade in 1859 after centuries of isolation. A modern waterfront district with high-rise offices, shopping centers, and the landmark tower, offering panoramic views from its observation deck. Established by Chinese immigrants in the late 19th century, it is the largest Chinatown in Japan, known for vibrant gates, temples, and street food stalls. An interactive museum dedicated to instant noodles, tracing their invention by Momofuku, Ando, and their global cultural impact. A traditional Japanese garden with historic buildings were located from across Japan, including tea houses and pagodas. Former customs buildings now house boutiques, cafes, and seasonal markets, preserving Meiji-era architecture. Yokohama has long been a gateway for Western influence, introducing modern architecture, fashion, and sports like baseball to Japan. Yokohama, located in Kanagawa Prefecture, is Japan's second largest city and one of its most important ports. It opened to foreign trade in 1859. Ending over 200 years of national seclusion under the Tokugawa shogunate. Its rapid modernization set the stage for Japan's integration into the global economy. Standing at 106 meters, this lighthouse-shaped tower has guided ships since 1961. It offers a panoramic view of the harbor and surrounding cityscape, making it a popular observation point. Opened in 1930, this waterfront park was built using rubble from the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake. Its seaside promenade features sculptures, flower beds, and views of ships docked at Osunbashi Pier. An architectural landmark with a unique undulating wooden deck, Osunbashi serves as Yokohama's main port for international cruise ships. The open public space offers 360-degree views of the bay. Sapporo blends modern city life with seasonal charm, serving as the cultural and economic hub of Hokkaido. Every February, Odori Park fills with massive ice and snow sculptures, attracting visitors from around the globe. The city's miso-based ramen, topped with butter and corn, is a signature comfort food for cold winters. The Sapporo Beer Museum traces the history of brewing in Japan, with tastings in a historic brick hall. Designed by sculptor Isamu Noguchi, this park is a fusion of art and landscape, with geometric hills and glass pyramids. Mount Moiwa Ropeway leads to a panoramic night view of Sapporo's glittering skyline. Historic Village Air exhibits recreate Hokkaido's pioneering era with preserved buildings and farmhouses. From summer beer gardens to winter Christmas markets, The city's public spaces transform with the seasons. Hidden in the mountains deep in the Japanese Alps, Shirakawa-go sits in a valley where snow falls heavy in winter and rivers run clear in summer. Thatched roofs, steep as prayer hands, rise from the earth, a design born from centuries of adaptation to snow. Life in the village, smoke curls from chimneys, and the scent of wood fire mingles with pine carried down from the surrounding slopes. Rice paddies mirror the sky, while mountain streams weave between wooden bridges and moss-covered stones. Each season paints the village differently: blossoms in spring, lush green in summer, fiery leaves in autumn. When the snow deepens, footsteps soften, and only the creak of wood and the hush of wind remain. Inside the houses, looms and hearths speak of a life built on patience and skill. In winter nights, lanterns glow through falling snow, giving the village a dreamlike warmth. The mountains stand watch, their ridges changing color with the shifting light. Shirakawa-go endures as a living village, its rhythms bound to the land that shaped it. Nagano lies where ranges meet sky, a land of high valleys, forests, and clear rivers. Mornings here begin in mist, while afternoons shine under crisp blue skies. Fields of green terraced paddies and vegetable plots line the hills, each a patch in a living quilt. Stalls line quiet streets at dawn, offering fresh apples, mountain vegetables, and steaming cups of miso soup. A single bell echoes through the valley, its deep tone carried on the morning air. Winding roads pass through forests of red and gold leaves, the colors glowing under soft sunlight. Wooden footbridges cross clear water, where smooth stones shimmer beneath the surface. Clear water rushes over stones, carrying melt from the peaks to the valleys below. The day ends in a wash of orange light, casting long shadows across the paddies. Cherry trees bloom along riverbanks, their petals drifting downstream like pale boats. Wooden houses with tiled roofs cluster near shrines, each village a story of generations. Deer move quietly at the edge of fields, pausing to watch before melting into the trees. Nagano's beauty lies in its balanced mountains, water, and people living in harmony with the seasons. In the heart of Nagano, the pace quickens. Trains slide smoothly into the station, doors opening to streams of travelers. Crosswalks fill with people in steady stride, while bicycles hum past shopfronts. Delivery trucks roll along narrow streets, and the distant chime of a signal marks another train's arrival. Osaka is Japan's third largest city, historically known as the nation's kitchen, due to its role as a rice trading center during the Edo period. Namba and Umeda are Osaka's main commercial districts, connected by a dense subway network and vibrant shopping streets. Osaka is famous for street foods like takoyaki octopus balls and okonomiyaki savory pancakes, often enjoyed in bustling markets and casual eateries. Osaka's history as a merchant city is reflected in its friendly, direct-speaking residents and thriving entertainment culture. This entertainment district is illuminated by neon billboards and lined with restaurants, theaters, and canal-side promenades. The Tenjin Matsuri in July, with boat processions and fireworks, is one of Japan's most celebrated festivals. Osaka is a center for manufacturing, finance, and tech startups, blending traditional commerce with modern enterprise. Constructed in 1583 by warlord Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Osaka Castle became a symbol of unification during Japan's Sengoku period. The central keep rises 5 stories on the outside and 8 stories inside, with ornate golden shachahoko tiger-headed carp and white walls. The castle was destroyed and rebuilt multiple times, notably during the Siege of Osaka in 1615. The current structure dates to 1931, with modern renovations. Surrounded by moats and stone walls, the 105-hectare park is a popular site for Hanami cherry blossom viewing in spring. Inside, exhibits showcase artifacts from the Toyotomi era, samurai armor, and dioramas of historical battles. Situated in the Kansai region, Osaka Castle historically controlled access to major land and water trade routes. Today, it stands as a monument to resilience and a reminder of Japan's turbulent feudal history. Part of Okinawa Prefecture, the Ishigaki Islands are located in the Yaeyama Archipelago, closer to Taiwan than mainland Japan. The subtropical climate ensures warm temperatures year-round, with typhoon season typically from June to October. Surrounding waters boast some of Japan's best diving and snorkeling spots, with extensive coral ecosystems. Renowned for its emerald waters and white sand, Hibaira Bay is a protected area where black pearls are cultivated. Swimming is prohibited to preserve the environment. The island's main hub offers markets, local crafts, and Okinawan cuisine, influenced by Southeast Asian and Chinese flavors. Hiking in Mount Omoto, Dake, mangrove, kayaking, and stargazing are popular due to the area's minimal light pollution. The islands retain distinct Ryukyuan traditions in music, dance, and festivals, reflecting Okinawa's unique heritage. Hiroshima is the capital of Hiroshima Prefecture, located in the western part of Japan's Honshu Island, facing the Seto Inland Sea. It developed as an important port and industrial center. Hiroshima was founded in 1589 by the warlord Mori Terremoto, who built Hiroshima Castle as his base. Its name means broad island, reflecting the delta formed by the Ota River. In the late 19th century, Hiroshima became a hub for military operations, especially during the First Sino-Japanese War, when its castle served as an imperial headquarters. On August 6, 1945, Hiroshima became the first city targeted by an atomic bomb. The explosion killed tens of thousands instantly, with many more dying from radiation exposure in the months that followed. Hiroshima rebuilt with the mission of peace, establishing memorials, museums, and parks dedicated to nuclear disarmament and reconciliation. Reconstructed after the war, the castle houses a museum detailing samurai history and the city's feudal past. Okonomiyaki, a savory pancake layered with noodles, cabbage, and seafood or meat, is a Hiroshima specialty prepared on hot griddles in front of diners. Hiroshima is globally recognized as a city of peace, actively engaging in international diplomacy and sister city partnerships promoting nuclear non-proliferation. Itshukushima Shrine is located on Miyakojima Island in Hiroshima Bay, famous for its floating torii gate that appears to rise from the sea during high tide. The shrine dates back to the 6th century, with its current design established in the 12th century under the patronage of Taira no Kiyomori, a powerful Heian period leader. Designated in 1996, Itshukushima Shrine is celebrated for its harmonious integration of Shinto architecture with the island's natural scenery. Built over the water on stilts, the shrine features vermilion lacquered corridors, pavilions, and bridges, connected in a complex that changes character with the tides. Standing 16 meters tall, the torii is constructed from camphor wood, and weighs over 60 tons. It has been rebuilt several times, the current structure dating from 1875. Dedicated to the Shinto deities of sea and storms, the shrine served as a spiritual safeguard for sailors and traders. The Kangen-sai Festival in summer features traditional music performed on boats, reenacting Heian-era rituals. Ferries from Hiroshima take about 10 minutes to reach Miyakojima, offering scenic views of the bay and the Torii Gate. Kamakura, in Kanagawa Prefecture, served as Japan's political center during the Kamakura shogunate 1185–1333, marking the rise of the samurai class. This 13.35-meter bronze statue of Amida Buddha, cast in the mid-13th century, survived a tsunami in 1498 that destroyed its original hall, leaving it standing outdoors ever since. Founded in 1063, this Shinto shrine was expanded by Minamoto no Yoritomo, the first Kamakura shogun, and remains a central cultural site for the city. Kamakura is home to significant Zen temples such as Kenshi-ji and Engaku-ji, which introduced Zen art, garden design, and meditation practices to Japan. Known for its 11-headed statue of Kannon, the goddess of mercy, and panoramic views of the coastline from its hillside terraces. Yokohama and Zamokuza beaches attract visitors for summer swimming, surfing, and coastal walks. Kamakura's surrounding hills offer scenic routes connecting temples and shrines, providing glimpses into historical pilgrim paths. Cherry blossoms in spring and vivid maple leaves in autumn make Kamakura's temple gardens especially photogenic. Hakone lies in Kanagawa Prefecture, within the Fuji-Hakone-Izu National Park, less than 2 hours from Tokyo by train. Renowned for its hot springs, Hakone's onsens range from luxury ryokan baths to public facilities with views of Mount Fuji. Formed by volcanic activity, Lake Ashi offers boat cruises with vistas of Mount Fuji and the Hakone Shrine's Torii Gate on its shore. Founded in the 8th century, the shrine is hidden among cedar trees, its vermilion torii partly submerged in Lake Ashi. Created during Mount Hakone's last eruption 3,000 years ago, the valley still emits volcanic steam. Visitors can try black eggs boiled in sulfur-rich hot springs, believed to extend lifespan. Hakone Open Air Museum. This unique museum combines outdoor sculpture gardens with indoor galleries, featuring works by Japanese and international artists, including a large Picasso collection. Opened in 1969, the Hakone Open Air Museum was Japan's first outdoor museum dedicated to sculpture. It was conceived to blend large-scale art installations with the natural beauty of Hakone's mountains and changing seasons, creating a unique harmony between human creativity and the landscape. The museum's grounds feature more than 100 works by both Japanese and international artists, including pieces by Henry Moore, Niki de Saint Phalle, and Rodin. The open-air setting allows viewers to walk among the sculptures, experiencing them from multiple perspectives as light and shadow shift throughout the day. A dedicated indoor gallery displays over 300 works by Pablo Picasso, ranging from ceramics to paintings and sculptures. This collection, one of the largest in Asia, provides insight into the artist's diverse mediums and creative evolution, making the museum a major cultural attraction in Japan. Hakone's sightseeing circuit includes cable cars, ropeways, and a scenic mountain railway, each offering different views of the landscape. From hydrangeas in summer to snowy peaks in winter, Hakone offers year-round visual variety. Sensoji Temple, in Tokyo's Asakusa district, is the city's oldest temple, founded in 645 CE. It is dedicated to Kannon, the Buddhist goddess of mercy. According to tradition, two fishermen discovered a statue of Kannon in the Sumida River in 628 CE. The village chief recognized its significance and built a temple to honor it. The temple's iconic outer gate is adorned with a massive red paper lantern and statues of the Shinto gods Raijin Thunder and Fujin Wind. Nakami's Shopping Street. Stretching 250 meters from the gate to the temple, this street is lined with shops selling traditional snacks, souvenirs, and crafts. The Hondo, rebuilt after being destroyed in World War II, houses the temple's principal image of Kannon, hidden from public view. Five-story pagoda. A striking structure beside the main hall, rebuilt in 1973, it enshrines sacred relics of the Buddha. Sanja Matsuri, held each May, is one of Tokyo's largest festivals, attracting millions with its portable shrine processions and street celebrations. Sensoji remains a symbol of resilience and faith, blending Buddhist tradition with Shinto elements and drawing both pilgrims and tourists year-round. Miyakojima rises from the subtropical seas like a green jewel, its edges traced by sand as white as clouds. Here, The sunlight falls with a clarity that turns shallow waters into a shifting tapestry of turquoise and jade. Beneath the surface, coral reefs spread in intricate shapes, sheltering fish painted in every imaginable color. Warm winds bend the palms along the shore, carrying the scent of salt and the distant call of seabirds. Where the island's edge rises in limestone cliffs, waves crash below, sending spray high into the air. Away from the sea, quiet fields stretch wide sugarcane sways, and small birds dart between the stalks. In the soft early light, bright butterflies move through the island's gardens, their wings catching the sun. Out in the calm shallows, sea turtles glide with slow, steady strokes, surfacing for a brief breath before sinking again. Short, warm rains sweep across the island, leaving behind a shining earth and the fresh scent of leaves. When night falls, the surf turns silver under the moon, and the beaches grow quiet, but for the rhythm of the tide. Here, the boundary between ocean and sky is always changing, a shifting horizon where light, water, and air meet. Before Kyoto, Nara was Japan's imperial capital from 710 to 794, a period that saw the establishment of Buddhism as a central cultural force. Home to the great Buddha, a bronze statue towering over visitors, Todaiji remains one of Japan's most awe-inspiring wooden structures. Over 1,000 free-roaming deer wander the park. Revered as messengers of the gods, they bow gently to visitors in exchange for special deer crackers. This Shinto shrine is famous for its hundreds of bronze and stone lanterns, lit twice a year in dazzling festivals. The Naramachi district preserves merchant houses, offering cafes, craft shops, and glimpses into Edo-era town life. A 5-story pagoda rises gracefully above the trees, an icon of Nara's skyline for over 1,300 years. Cherry blossoms in spring and fiery maple leaves in autumn turn Nara's historic landscapes into living postcards. As the sun sets, the deer retreat into the woods, and the temple bells signal the day's quiet close. Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island, is known for its vast landscapes, cooler climate, and Ainu heritage, a distinct indigenous culture. Summers are lush and green, autumns burn with red and gold forests, winters blanket the land in deep snow, and spring bursts with flowers. This flower field in Bi blooms in vivid rows of lavender, sunflowers, and tulips, painting the hills like a living quilt. Hot spring resorts like Nabarabetsu and Jazenkei combine volcanic waters with mountain or river views. Daisetsuzan and Shirtoko offer pristine hiking trails, waterfalls, and untouched wilderness. Hokkaido is a skiing and snowboarding paradise, hosting world-class slopes in Niseko and Furano. Unlike the crowded main islands, Hokkaido stretches wide with open horizons. Mountains roll gently into plains, and rivers trace silver lines through untouched valleys. Each season comes with its own personality. Warm summers alive with growth, autumns sharp with color, winters deep and white, and springs quick, fleeting, full of promise. The skies seem larger here, often painted in slow-moving clouds. Sunlight shifts from pale gold to intense silver, changing the landscape hour by hour. Hokkaido's coasts meet cold northern waters, where waves carry the cries of seabirds. The wind smells of salt and ice, even for inland in the colder months. Hokkaido is home to creatures adapted to the cold. Here, life thrives in the balance between endurance and abundance. Even in winter, dark shapes move across wide fields. Hardy cattle adapted to cold, their coats thick, eyes calm. Small and quick, squirrels dart among branches, pausing to watch with bright, alert eyes before vanishing into the green. In the soft light of evening, deer step quietly through the meadows, ears twitching to every distant sound. Calm ponds mirror the sky as ducks drift across, leaving ripples that stretch out in long silver lines. The meadows fill with blues, purples, and whites, wildflowers swaying gently as bees move from stem to stem. In Hokkaido, cows, squirrels, ducks, and deer share the land with flowers of every color, each season painting its own quiet masterpiece. Kyoto, the former imperial capital of Japan for over 1,000 years, is located in the Kansai region of Honshu. Its streets and temples preserve centuries of Japanese tradition, making it the cultural heart of the country. The Kyoto Imperial Palace and nearby villas, such as Katsura-rikyu, showcase classical Japanese architecture, tea gardens, and landscaped ponds that influenced centuries of Japanese aesthetic principles. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is famous for its wooden stage that juts out over the hillside, offering panoramic views of Kyoto and the surrounding cherry and maple trees. Kyoto is renowned for kimono textiles, ceramics, lacquerware, and handcrafted paper. Neighborhoods like Nishijin showcase weaving techniques dating back hundreds of years. Kyoto's historic geisha district, where narrow streets, wooden machiya houses, and tea houses evoke the Edo period, offering a glimpse of traditional performing arts and culture. Kyoto is the birthplace of the Japanese tea ceremony. Visitors can participate in ceremonies in serene tea houses, learning the ritualized preparation and serving of matcha. Kyoto's temples and gardens are breathtaking throughout the year, from cherry blossoms in spring to vibrant autumn leaves in fall and peaceful snowscapes in winter. Located on the outskirts of Kyoto, Arashiyama combines natural beauty with historic temples. The district is centered along the Katsura River and surrounded by mountains. The Arashiyama bamboo grove features towering stalks that sway in the wind, creating a serene atmosphere and one of Japan's most photographed landscapes. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Tenryuji is a Zen temple with the hillside garden designed in the 14th century, blending seamlessly with the surrounding forested mountains. This iconic wooden bridge spans the Katsura River, offering panoramic views of cherry blossoms in spring and golden leaves in autumn. Monkey Park Iwatayama. Visitors can hike up to see wild Japanese macaques roaming freely, with the panoramic view of Kyoto from the hilltop. Traditional boats glide along the river, providing a tranquil perspective of Arashiyama's temples, forests, and seasonal landscapes. Arashiyama hosts various events, including autumn illumination displays and cherry blossom festivals, enhancing the district's natural and cultural appeal. The journey to Fushimi Inari Taisha begins in the heart of Kyoto's suburban streets, where small shops and lantern-lit doorways line narrow lanes. The scent of grilled yakitori drifts from food stalls, blending with the faint chime of wind bells swaying above doorways. Exiting the JRB Inari station, the shrine's massive vermilion torii stands in full view. It's a magnetic sight of vivid gateway that feels like it's pulling you forward, away from the hum of trains into a world where centuries of devotion still linger in the air. The approach road is alive with vendors selling seasonal sweets, fox-shaped senbei crackers, and steaming cups of matcha. Local shopkeepers call out greetings, a tradition as much about hospitality as it is about drawing visitors toward their delicacies. Crossing into the shrine's grounds, the air feels cooler. Wide stone paths open onto a spacious courtyard framed by wooden structures painted in protective vermilion. Visitors pause here, washing hands at the Chizuya, the cleansing basin, before entering the sacred heart of the complex. The sound of city chatter fades behind you, replaced by the rhythmic clap of hands from worshippers. The moment you step onto the polished flagstones leading to the Hondan, the world narrows to the calm pulse of shrine life. The main hall rises with graceful authority, its roof curving like the wings of a guardian spirit. Gold embellishments glint against the dark wood, while fresh offerings, rice, sake, and fruits rest before the altar, gifts for the kami. Locals and travelers alike stand in line to bow, clap twice, and bow again. The gestures are precise yet deeply personal, an unspoken connection between the visitor and the spirit of Inari that transcends language. Above, the roof beams are carved with flowing clouds and stylized grain patterns, a subtle reminder that Inari is not just a deity of rice, but a guardian of prosperity in all forms. Flanking the Hondan are pairs of fox statues, their stony forms alert and watchful. Some hold keys in their mouth, symbols of granaries, while others grip scrolls, carrying messages from the gods. To the side of the Honden, rows of stone lanterns stand like sentinels. As dusk approaches, attendants light them, casting warm halos that ripple across the gravel paths. Beyond the main worship area lies a quieter space, the shrine's garden. Here, moss blankets the stones, and maple branches arch over a narrow stream. It feels as if the garden listens as much as it welcomes. The paths curve gently, guiding footsteps past miniature shrines tucked under tree roots. The air carries the clean scent of earth and rain, even on dry days, as if the ground remembers every season. In spring, pale pink blossoms drift onto the garden pond. Summer brings deep, wet greens. Autumn flares gold and crimson, while winter's frost makes every branch a sculpture in white. A small bamboo spout drips into a stone basin, its rhythm slow and deliberate. The sound merges with distant wind through the trees, a natural counterpoint to the chants heard faintly from the main hall. Wandering deeper, the garden reveals secluded corners with wooden benches. These spots invite moments of stillness, not for prayer, but for letting the mind settle into the pace of the place. From one garden rise, Kyoto spreads below in soft layers of rooftops and mist. The contrast between the bustling city and the temple's calm is as sharp as it is beautiful. Returning to the main hall, the scent of incense drifts through the air. The crowd swells again, yet the peace from the garden lingers, carried like a quiet charm. Leaving the grounds, you pass once more under the Great Torii. The city reappears, but now it feels different, as if the sacred has followed you back into the everyday. Tokyo, Japan's capital, is home to over 14 million residents in the metropolitan area and over 37 million in the greater Tokyo area, making it the largest urban agglomeration in the world. Originally a small fishing village named Edo, the city became the seat of the Tokugawa shogunate in 1603. Renamed Tokyo meaning Eastern Capital in 1868, it grew into a center of government, commerce, and culture. Tokyo is divided into 23 special wards, each functioning almost as its own city, alongside suburban cities and towns connected by an extensive rail network. The city boasts the Meiji Shrine, Sensoji Temple in Asakusa, and the Imperial Palace, preserving history amid modern infrastructure. Shinjuku is a hub for business and nightlife, Shibuya for youth culture, and Ginza for luxury shopping and fine dining. Tokyo leads in robotics, architecture, and public transport systems. The Shinkansen and automated metro lines are models of efficiency worldwide. From fashion trends to anime, Tokyo exports cultural products that shape global entertainment and design. Shibuya Crossing, located in front of Shibuya Station, is one of the busiest pedestrian intersections in the world, handling as many as 3,000 people during each light cycle. The crossing allows pedestrians to move in all directions simultaneously, a system perfected to manage Tokyo's dense foot traffic. The crossing has become an icon of modern Tokyo in films, advertisements, and photographs, symbolizing the city's energy and order amid chaos. Nearby stands the statue of Hachiko, the Akita dog who waited for his owner daily at the station for years after his death in 1925. The statue is a popular meeting point. Towering screens, department stores, and entertainment venues surround the crossing, contributing to its vibrant atmosphere. Cafes and viewing decks in nearby buildings provide aerial views of the intersection, popular for time-lapse photography. At night, the area's neon lights and crowds create a distinctly cinematic spectacle, emblematic of Tokyo's urban landscape. Saitama Prefecture lies just north of Tokyo, serving as both a commuter hub and a destination in its own right. Established after the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923, the village preserves and promotes bonsai artistry, hosting a dedicated museum and nurseries. With a history of over 2,000 years, Hakone Shrine is one of the most important Shinto sites in the Kanto region. Showcasing the history and technology of Japanese railways, the museum includes historic locomotives, simulators, and interactive exhibits. Known for its mountains, rivers, and the Chichibu Night Festival, UNESCO-recognized cultural heritage event held every December. Saitama offers hiking trails, riverboating, and seasonal flower fields, especially in spring and autumn. The prefecture is known for dishes such as miso potato, waraji, katsu, and fresh river fish preparations. From city crossings alive with color to valleys wrapped in snow, Japan's wonders reach far beyond its capital. We've walked under 1,000 gates, traced rivers through mountain valleys, and stood in the shadow of peaks that have watched over these lands for centuries. Each place we've seen tells a different story of resilience, harmony, and a deep connection between people and the land. The rhythm of trains, the rustle of leaves, the murmur of temple bells, these are Japan's true treasures. Wherever the journey takes you next, may it be with open eyes and a curious heart. Until then, sayonara and thank you for traveling with us through the true wonders of Japan.